Chip Foose, Jay Leno, and Funkmaster Flex. These are people that are all associated with custom cars. And they are also celebrities that are connected with Ed Golden of Golden Customs in Pine Island. And today we are at Ed's shop, and we are going to talk about this 1950 Mercury over here that he just finished up. Today, as we throw the door open on another episode of My Ride Garage. Ed, thank you so much for joining me today. I've been so anxious to see this Mercury.
Yeah.
And tell me a little bit about it.
Well, this is Rob's car from Eagle Auto Body, 1950 Merc. We're basically doing the full interior, the full audio system, a couple other small customizations around the car as far as, you know, body stuff and that. You know, I fell in love with this car, and you know, we really put our heart into it. You know, it's a great car. It's got like I guess a soul is the best way to say it, and I kind of got caught up in it.
Yeah, you have your own little way of customizing and fabricating now. You put some really special touches inside this car.
Yeah.
Tell me about, like you put lights in the dashboard?
Yeah, we actually molded a full custom dashboard, center console, roof. Every piece in this car is handmade. Literally everything in the inside is handmade. There's nothing factory left. You know, we put you know, directionals in the dash because we lit up the dash, so it's a nice little touch where the left and the right go. This kind of turned into a small job into a big job for me, and like I said, I got so attached to it that I did pieces like 3 and 4 times. Like I did the rear deck 4 times, I changed the roof twice, I did the rear panels, I did the door panels twice. So as I modified one part, I'd look at the next part and say, well, now that doesn't match. So it was almost like I was chasing my tail.
Yeah.
But at the end, you know, for me, everything I do has to feel right. And if it doesn't feel right, and unfortunately, you know, sometimes time comes into it because this is still tries to be a business. But I get so caught up in the craftsmanship, I guess you could say, and that's what I still love, and that's what keeps me here every day.
Yeah, it is quite the art. Yeah. It is, really. This is an art in itself. You have quite the connection with some celebrities, and you also have been on a couple of TV shows that many of the car folks watch.
Yeah.
So tell me just a little bit about that.
We actually, you know, we did, my first experience was we did a build with a show called Car Crazy with DJ Scribble, and we built a Hummer out in Texas, the Texas heat wave, which literally was, you know, 105 degrees. It was a nightmare, but it was a 3-day build.
Car Wars with Funkmaster Flex.
Car Wars. So we were actually shooting a pilot for our own show, and that was a maybe. And then Flex called us. We were like 2 weeks into filming that, and Flex called. He says, "Hey, we want to do this show 100%." You know, so we did that. We won. We went against 3 other shops that were, you know, they built great vehicles, but it was a 6-week build. We did a expedition with, you know, everything front to back custom. You know?
And the icing on the cake had to be with Chip Foose.
Yeah, it was interesting with Chip because we were actually, you know, we were pegged to do the show 3 times, and then the producer would leave or something would happen, and Chip's like a hero to me. So we were at a car show, and he was signing you know, autographs for hundreds of people, and his wife had came over to the Corvette, and my Corvette was very flashy and like kind of
beyond flashy.
Yeah, for the car show scene it was great, but for the hot rod guys, it's not something I wanted Chip Foose to see. You know what I mean? Like I was, as much as I loved it, I was kind of like, oh, I don't want Chip to. You know, so he actually asked me to send 2 sketches of vehicles I would do. And I'm having him look at my Corvette, and I told him, I said, Chip, of all cars, I'd want you to see, this maybe isn't it. He was like, no, I love this thing. And I'm like, of all people, he loves it. So I went with that. I didn't say nothing. And he said, you know, send me a picture of, like, I think it was a Pontiac, a couple different vehicles. And I went more classic, what I think Chip would like. And he loved it. And then I tried to talk myself off the episode because there was a gentleman that did airbrushing. And I was going to go out just to learn to do the True Fire flames. So the guy called me up and he said, he goes, Ed, I'm doing overhauling. If you want to come out a week after. I said, well, I'm doing overhauling in 2 weeks too. So I kept trying to call and get it changed over. And finally, the producer's like, look, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but we're doing this episode with Jay Leno, and Chip wants you specifically to do this. So I was like, okay, no problem. You know, I never called. I'll be there, you know.
Now, you just did a vehicle for a very popular kid movie.
Yeah, actually, it's funny. We did the Ninja Turtle van. For the movie. We had gotten called to do it, and it was a real pressure cooker because we didn't have the time that we thought. And when it comes to the movies, and now, you know, I'm starting to learn more as I go, but it's hurry up and wait, you know, and you know, but it was a great experience. They called us and they wanted to do. We actually changed it twice, but we extended the wheels. We did all.
Yeah, it is really.
They didn't really want it to work, but we made it stop. We made it drive. We made it steer correctly. They were just going to put it on a skid to roll it. So it drove out of here. Yeah, it was a great experience.
Now, Ed, you got one great shop here, and you do phenomenal work. You offer other services here?
Yeah, we basically do everything. I guess with the exception of stitching, that's probably the one thing we don't do. We do full drive lines, we do restorations, custom paint.
And how can people get a hold of you if they want to get something?
Our website, goldencustomsny.com. My phone number is 845-537-0357. You know, we're on Facebook, Ed Golden and Golden Customs. So, you know.
Great. Ed, thank you so much for speaking with me today.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Fabrication and customizing is an art. To take fiberglass and mold it into something you've never seen before is a definite skill. And I have to say that Ed Golden is really one of the best. If you would like to have your car looking like this Merc, you're going to want to get a hold of him. Until next time, keep the rubber side down, and this is Donna Kessler from My Ride Garage.